What's going on, guys? Onesie back here. So I'm gonna do another 7.1.5 review since we have what 2 days. Wow, until the patch comes out. I'm recording this past midnight, so I'm thinking about re-rolling with the Demon Hunter. Not really thinking about it, but I'm getting ready for the possibility that that may actually be something I have to do. So I've been doing a ton of research on like which classes I want to switch to or which class I enjoy playing the most, and I landed on Monk. So I guess I can double this video as like, I don't know, maybe I should re-roll to this, and then we'll go into the review of 7.1.5. Now, much like, pretty much this entire expansion so far, Windwalker, it really isn't changing a ton. We've seen a lot of classes and specs and stuff like that get really big changes. Frost mages, Frost DKs, Demon Hunters on the way down. But Windwalker monks have kind of stayed the same. 7.1.5 is really doing a lot of that. They're actually getting a pretty nice little buff in the area of them fixing some bugs. But other than that, there really isn't much changing. Now, the reason why I like this, and this is the argument that I bring up a lot, is the gap between your bottom and top DPS as a monk is usually not that big. It's not a proc-based DPS class, which I really like, and the DPS is really consistent because it's basically just gear dependent and what you do as long as you can keep your hit combos up. And I'm not the best with hit combos, but I am getting better at it. To use an example, my arms warrior can do 330, 350k DPS at the end of a fight. She's not super geared yet, but also she can very easily do 170 or 180k DPS just because of the low end of the DPS spectrum. If I'm not procking, it's over. Marksman hunters are a lot the same. Enhancement shamans are a lot the same. So that's why I really like where monks are at. It's not proc based. It's just kind of just straight up keeping your hit combos up and just hitting stuff when they come off cooldown. So I've thought long and hard about if I'm going to be doing the reroll, if it's time to reroll. And like I said, if I am going to reroll, it's going to be over to this monk. The crappy thing is, if I want to raid with the guild that I'm currently raiding with, I would have to not only transfer this character's server, but I would also have to faction change it. So that's an $80 decision that I'm about to make. So enough about that. I'm going to put the blue post up on the screen announcing the bug changes, and we'll kind of go over that real quick. So it's a big wall of blue text, but basically what it's saying is the clone's Fist of Fury now channels faster with your haste. So the Bloodthirsty Instinct is becoming that much more important for me to get. I don't have it yet on this character, but it definitely means it's something I got to get. Also the clones will now travel faster, which is huge because it's a big DPS loss when they were running around and switching targets. Also, clones will no longer target immune enemies or enemies that are CC'd, which is huge. CC's not huge in this expansion so far. Like it's used in high end Mythic Pluses, but I haven't really pushed that content yet on this tune. Also, the big one that I noticed was the clones are now going to inherit their stacks of Transfer the Power, which is the one that makes your Fists of Fury do more damage depending on the stacks of it. That one to me is just huge. That's like the biggest one out of the changes in my opinion that I saw. And it's, to me, I really like how Earth, Wind, and Fire works, the ability already. So I'm much more of an Earth, Wind, and Fire guy than I'm a Serenity guy. I use Earth, Wind, and Fire, or I use Serenity just because I feel like you have to because of those bugs. Your clones, sometimes they're just all over the map, just doing crazy stuff. But I really do like this change in 7.1.5, and I cannot wait for this one to hit. On top of that, they will also get your hit combo, and as your hit combo goes up, so will the clone. So if you mess up an accident, like, it happens. If you mess up and accidentally do an ability twice in a row, you can reintegrate your stacks of hit combo, and it will pass through your clones. So here's the aura change to Windwalker, and the thing I love here is the Eye of the Tiger, 8% increase to the periodic damage from the dot. That is just awesome, just a straight buff. And the Crackling Jade Lightning one is interesting to me. They keep adding things for Crackling Jade Lightning, like the new legendary, and I'm very interested to see how that goes. Those of you guys that don't know, here in the next like 6 days, I am doing a huge Emissary cache opening. It's across all my tunes, and I'm really hoping to get a few of these new legendaries. We're going to be putting it to test if they are checked upon opening the cache or if they're checked upon receiving the cache. So I'll be able to check all that when I do open those, probably around the 14th, which is my birthday. Another reason why I'm thinking about going monk is because they can fill every role except for range DPS. I really always enjoyed Brewmaster. I know Brewmaster's not in a great spot, but I love healing monks. I think they're great. A lot of Mythic Plus groups really like that, and I enjoy Mythic Pluses. So to me, it just kind of fills the role in everything that I want to do. And ultimately, this comes down to where demon hunters were, or where it looks like they are going. More and more guilds are not willing to bring you into raids. You have to work really hard to stay in the top 5 of the meters if you don't have that ring. It seems like that ring, the Anger of the Half Giants, if you can get that, you're good to go. But I'm really hoping in this big cash opening that we get a legendary on the Demon Hunter, and I am praying that it's either the ring or the new shoulders that will be released on Tuesday. So we will see. But it's I'm not throwing, like I said in my last video, I'm not throwing in the towel on Demon Hunters. I'm just getting ready in case something does happen. So I'd rather be prepared than not prepared. I guess the big takeaway for me is I just don't want to lose my raid spot. So I'd rather let my guild know, hey, I'm bringing my monk over. It's going to be an easy transition. I've been preparing for it. And then we'll see how that goes from there. Now, all in all, this could be something that doesn't even happen. This could be something that I just decide to stay with my Demon Hunter. After all, we got a few buffs. The Chaos Strike buff, the Mastery buff. I'm going to give everything a shot, but I do definitely enjoy Windwalker monks. I feel like they get a lot of hate on the forums for ultimately no reason. Now, I understand like the not topping the damage meters, but I feel like I always want to bring Windwalker monks when I go places because you know exactly what you're going to get. So I wasn't able to talk much about the changes of monk in 7.1.5 because there just simply weren't a ton of changes in 7.1.5. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to do another video. I got a request, like I said, to update the Fresh 110 guide. And then I got a lot of stuff planned for Tuesday. And we're going to test out a bunch of new builds, especially with the Demon Hunter. So stay tuned for that. Hope to catch you guys next video. Hope you guys have a great night.